Alright, so we got all the stuff that we needed to make this board for the pass-through for the exhaust. Now, I was going to do this yesterday, but these batteries had been sitting, so I had to charge them up. Alright, so we're just going to do a basic cut here. Okay, now we're going to drill our 3-inch hole for the pass-throughs. Doesn't have to be exact, just kind of in the middle. And that's what happens when you buy a cheap Amazon tool. Okay, now we're going to turn this over because the hole in the middle went through, so we'll finish this from the other side so it's a clean hole. Alrighty then, here we are inside. So I'm going to put those on there. Now I can't just screw them in because I've got to put one on each side. So we're going to drill some holes. All right, let's find the right size bits here. Okay, so I'm going to use this 1/4-inch bit. It's just slightly bigger than the holes, but that'll give me a tiny bit of wiggle room to move stuff around if I have to. Okay, I'm going to take a little pen here, make some marks. Yeah, now one thing about these pass-throughs is I had ordered initially another set, and then I got told that the shipping was going to take until September, so I wasn't into waiting. So I ordered these cheap plastic ones, and they're actually a little small. They're about 1/4 of an inch smaller in diameter than they're supposed to be. So hopefully I've come up with a strategy that's going to address that. And sometimes these keyless chucks can be a pain. Had it on hammer drill there. Oh. Now, something I didn't mention the other day when I did my video of everything that you should have in a laser shop. Well, this is another one. Alright, so we're going to put these on. Had to go get some little nuts and bolts. Oh, great. So they glued the piece together here so I can't open it. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Now on the back side, I'm holding my fingers on the heads of the bolts here. None of these tools are particularly expensive. They're all fairly cheap. Oh yeah, those are tightening up nice. The opposite corners here. Oh. I think that'll be good. So I'm hoping that this loose fit can be kind of taken care of with clamps. I know these are awfully big clamps. They didn't have smaller ones. They were sold out. Happens sometimes when you're shopping locally. Put both of these on there. All right, so I'm also going to do some gluing. Now this is called the Amazing Goop. It's supposed to be for copper, aluminum, plastic, and that kind of stuff. And I'm hoping it's going to seal up the gap here. Okay, now I'm just gonna squeeze this into here. No, I'm gonna have to do this off camera here or away from the camera, and then I'll show you the result when I'm done. My hands are a little weak because of neck injuries and disc fusion surgery and that kind of stuff, so sometimes I have a little difficulty doing stuff at weird angles. Now I've got to put a pretty heavy bead in here. Now, don't take this as a tutorial, because I'm definitely not doing this the best way. I'm just using what works. Those other parts I ordered are still coming, so at some point I will swap them over to a better sized connector. If I have to, I'll find a local 3D printer and get a set printed, but I really need to get this stuff going today. Okay, that took a minute or two. Oh, now I got some dripping out here. Oh, this stuff really is goopy. Okay, well, I can feel that it's kind of filling the gap, which is what we needed. That's actually reasonably snug. So I'm going to have to end this here for now. This is going to have to cure. Let me look at the instructions here. Yeah, it's got to cure for 24 hours. So we won't be setting up the laser today, unfortunately. I'm not going to make you watch it in 2 videos. We'll just edit this together when it's all done. So I'll be here again tomorrow, but from your perspective, it'll just be a few seconds. So, see you in a little bit. All right, folks, it is the next day. And as you can see, this is actually really solid. It's not wiggling or anything. Whatever that stuff is in the goop works really, really well. So the next thing I want to do, is put a little bit of a foam sealer around this so that I'm not leaking, because this has got to last through the winter and everything. So we're going to take some of this adhesive foam and we're going to put it on the top and the bottom. I'm not going to bother with the sides because they fit pretty tight, but it's a pretty loose fit because I had to leave enough room to be able to actually get it in the slots of the window. Okay, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Sorry. All right, Mr. Aussie. Not sure if you can see the cat, but I'm going to take him out of here so he doesn't escape when I open the window. Okay, so I'll open the window here. Okay, and then I'm going to peel this off. And we're going to peel the other end. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's a pretty snug fit. So I'm just holding it by the top hole here. And let's close the window on it. There we go. My little square. Speed square. Let me just double check here. Yeah. So we're just going to add a little bit. I want to wedge this in there to hold that window tight so that somebody doesn't try and break in. Okay. Oh yeah, nice snug fit. Okay, let me just show you a close up here. You can see she's wedged right in there nice and tight, so that window cannot budge it anymore. All right, you have no idea how hard it's been having this box sitting in the living room and not being able to open it. But we're ready, so let's unbox. Oh man, I gotta sharpen my knife. Okay. Now we got the packing unbox and installation guide. And they are pretty adamant, telling me to make sure you keep all the materials. Yeah, if you ever have to send this in for warranty, you're going to want all this boxing material. Let me lift this. Ah! Okay. Oof. Man, I'm getting too old for this stuff. That reminds me of a movie for some reason. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I'm not sure how much you missed. Somebody messaged me on my iPhone and it cut off recording, so. Well, that nut doesn't seem to want to go on very well. Right. Message to WeCreat. You could make those bolts an extra couple millimeters longer. This is kind of hard to get these nuts started. This one still won't start right. Well, it seems pretty tight. Well, I guess I will need that hose from the kit. This only comes with an outlet hose. The big arrow says airflow that way. Huh, well, this doesn't want to fit on there. All right. Try this again here. Okay, there. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm using an inline fan, because all the stuff I saw online, on Reddit and YouTube and everything, all say the same thing. The built-in fan doesn't last long, and it's not really powerful enough when you're doing like MDF, stuff like that. So. Alrighty, we are back. So I did indeed have to go buy some more clamps. Where the other ones went, I have no idea. So let's finish getting this hooked up. Oh, there is a switch on this. Oh, and a speed control too. Nice. Okay, I'll turn it off for now. Okay. Now, one thing I wanted to point out here that I'm actually kind of impressed with. In my past, I had aquariums, and one of the biggest problems with the air pumps is they often would vibrate and make noise. But this has got nice little soft rubber feet, and they're kind of not spring-loaded exactly, but yeah, this should absorb the vibration quite nicely. Okay, so there's some more stuff in here. There's some foam, more foam. Okay, that's a little better. Sorry, you gotta bear with me. All my experience with making video and stuff before was a lot more static than this. Now we've got these transport screws we have to remove. Now some of the machines I saw, they had 6 screws. This one's only got 5. There's 3 on this side and 2 on the other. The third hole is empty. Oh, this last screw, there's this big servo motor right next to it. Made it a little more difficult to get loose. Okay, that's all the transport screws. We'll finish taking out the foam. Oh, come on. Okay. That is all the foam pieces. So now that everything's out, I have to say I'm a little disappointed that there was no materials included with this that I saw on all the other unboxings. That's kind of a bummer, because the other guys, they got some anodized aluminum business card blanks and some coasters and some wood, and I got those leatherettes. That's it. That's rather disappointing. Oh, that tray was fun, getting in there. Yeah, they definitely could use a longer handle. I agree with everybody else that's reviewed this thing. That handle is kind of useless, guys. But that's a minor detail when it comes to a machine like this. Okay, so we've got the racks to put in. Move it back the other way. Oh, you know what? I missed a step. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Yeah, after all the videos I watched, and I still missed something. Yeah, I gotta turn the power on before putting those in. All right. Let's turn the power switch on the back here. See if I can find it. Oh, let's close the lid. All right, well, we'll open the lid. Now we can put those grates in. So don't be like Dave. Read the book. Don't rely on just watching videos like I tried to do. I remember people talking about this aspect and I just forgot. It's so much in my head. Oh, that actually had up written on it. Does this one have up on it? It does. Okay, so much for my theory about the little spots where it looks like screws used to be. You have to look very carefully. Okay. see if we can do a peel here. Is this not the most satisfying part of any unboxing? Oh yeah. That was always my favorite part of building computers for people. Oh. And I'm just centering it here. Not the most stable table. It's solid, but it's got a little bit of wiggle to it, so something we're gonna have to be aware of. All right, now I'm also gonna plug in our fan here. About the same thing as a lot of the other people doing reviews on this. Come on guys, I just paid $3,000 Canadian for this laser. You'd think you could include longer than a 4-foot cord. This is about 2 feet short of where my computer lives. My laptop anyway, thank goodness it is a laptop. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move this a little further to make room for the laptop. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, sorry for the camera and quality and stuff here. I'm still recording audio on my phone camera, so I don't have to worry about not having access to my fancy microphone. So hopefully this will still sound all right in the end. So let's get rid of. Oh, I guess I've got it set so you can't see my OBS. Okay, so we're going to download software from WeCreat. And I am not used to working on a screen this small. I have this hooked up to my big super ultra wide here normally. And I had to reset up a bunch of stuff to even use my laptop this way. So yeah, WeCreat, it might sound like a minor thing, but yeah, it's not. You guys could really put in a longer cord. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I'm going to make sure I load the Canadian site here. Okay, software. Download, make it. Okay, so we've got some choices. We got Windows, Mac, iPad, iOS, Android. Now I'm going to download this configuration file here. Now in this case I'll be downloading the Windows one. Eventually I hope to be running this software on my Linux box, on Docker or a virtual machine. I'm pretty sure I can get that to work, because I do not like Windows. Personal preference. And 40 years of tech experience dealing with Microsoft. Okay, so we're downloading. Doesn't look too terribly big. 438 megs. That's not terrible. Oh, hi. You probably can't see it, but my cat just jumped up on the back of my chair and almost flipped over backwards. Okay, we're done downloading. Okay, I do not want to install it right this second. I want to start it up as administrator. Take a look at our downloads folder here. Okay, so I'm going to right click on that and run as administrator. This way it gets installed for everybody on the machine instead of just me. Because my wife is definitely going to be part of this too. She's actually a lot more artistic than I am. I get a lot of stuff approved by her before it goes to clients. All right, so North America. Okay, so I'm going to go new project. Hopefully I remembered that right from the videos. Okay, skip that little thing. I'm going to install the USB driver. Now, because WeCreat didn't really give me anything to work with here for testing, luckily I'd already gotten some stuff. So I have some wood from Temu. So it's like a 1mm thick piece that's 30 by 30 centimeters, or a foot square. And let's see if we can get started here. So I'm going to go new project. Oh, I guess I already had one up there. Let me close that other tab. Oh, what's on this My Stuff tab? Oh, okay. Alrighty. Yeah, and don't expect me to be a professional with this software. I've watched a couple of videos. Yeah. So this is the first time I've seen this software. So it may take me a minute to get some stuff done here. So I'm going to select material. Didn't realize it was that late in the day. Guess my nap was a little longer than I thought. Oh, okay, I had to click on the actual laser. Alrighty then. Okay, so there's our wood, such as it is. Okay, this is an absolute must. So we're gonna measure the thickness here. So this is 0.200 inches, or switch it to millimeters here. Oh, this is thicker than I thought. That's actually 5 millimeter. Well, maybe this other stuff is 3 millimeter. I don't think so though. You know what? It's 2.6 millimeters. I'm gonna try it. I really didn't think it was that thick. I grew up in Canada in an era when we were still on the imperial system. My brain still has to translate from imperial to metric. So we will try this at selecting the 3 millimeter. All right. refresh. Okay. So I'll select material. I am still going to do a test though, like we're going to do the 3mm burn test. Let's see, we got a toolbox. Material testing array, there we go. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take the settings it's giving me as default. And I'm not gonna make it any bigger because we don't need it that big. Okay, so we'll start. Oh, what was that error message? You haven't initiated autofocus. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad this is built reasonably well for beginners. Okay, so we're focusing. I hear stuff going on. Better get the laptop out of the way at the top. Okay, it says it's focused. All right. Well, I'm going to hold my camera by hand here. Start. All right, I'm just going to do some framing just to be sure. Okay, so we've confirmed it's going to be in the right spot. So I'll click on start again and then push the button. Oh, and I'm going to turn my fan on here. Oh, look at the laptop shaking. I might have to try weighting my table or something so it doesn't shift around so much. I'm not sure how well you're hearing me over the noise, but it's actually not that loud. Now I've got a minimal noise cancellation on my wireless mic here, so I'm not sure how much of this you'll be hearing or not, but it's actually not bad. If you're old enough to remember the days of dot matrix printers, this is actually quieter than a standard 18-pin printer. Quite a bit quieter, as a matter of fact. Okay, let's take a look. Well, I did get a little bit of a burning smell, which is to be expected, I guess. Fan wasn't quite strong enough, even with my external. So as we can see, it definitely cut some holes, and this is, you can see light through these ones here. So it's definitely a little different than the material test they showed me. So this is why it's so important to do your own material tests. Now I'm going to actually record this in my book. And I wanted to mention, in case anybody's concerned, is that I do have a fire blanket, fire extinguisher, and a water spray bottle, just for the dangers that you might face with a little bit of laser work. Okay, we're going to call it here for this one. So my conclusions are, it's certainly not quite as easy to set up as they show on YouTube with all the unboxings, but it's pretty easy. I had issues because I was trying to do a little more than what some people are trying to do, getting all the window venting and stuff taken care of. So the machine itself, beautiful, works fine. It's reasonably quiet. Like I said, you know, for your older tech guys, if you remember the old dot matrix printers, this is quieter than a run-of-the-mill dot matrix printer from 25 years ago. So I'm pretty impressed. Definitely have to make some adjustments for this new wood. I'm glad I did this test. So that's it for today, folks. We'll be doing some more videos over the next week, and I'm going to do some different testing. I'm going to do some metal business cards and some rotary stuff and whatnot, and we're going to start to show you how we're developing products. So come back and join us as we turn from absolute noobs to running a successful laser business. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. See you on the next one. Bye for now.